This feature is brought to you by BBC News. The political views and ideologies in this film do not represent the BBC or any of its affiliates. Viewer discretion is advised. Make America White Again. The story of America's White Devil. Chapter 1: Humble Beginnings. Born to German immigrants, Lawrence Worrell Smith was born on October 22, 1965 in rural North Carolina. Growing up in the 70s and 80s in small-town USA, Lawrence had a very normal and loving childhood. He graduated high school in 1984 and decided to join the United States Army. Chapter 2: The Making of a Devil. Lawrence entered the U.S. Army in the summer of 1985 and found that military life suited him well. His mother fell ill in the fall of 1985 and Lawrence had to return home to care for her. It was during this time that his mother revealed a shocking family secret to him. The Smiths fled Germany in 1945 after the fall of the Third Reich and Adolf Hitler. She revealed to him that Adolf Hitler was his uncle and that they fled to America with new identities to avoid persecution. Lawrence soon returned to his post in the army. Not knowing how to feel about his true identity and disturbing family lineage, he set out to learn as much as he could about his uncle and soon found himself drawn to the Führer and his ideology. As the 80s came to a close, Lawrence found himself fully engulfed in Nazi doctrine and the white power movement in America. He fought in the Gulf War but was dishonorably discharged from the army shortly after for refusing to take orders from his minority superior. The White Devil is born. Chapter 3: The Devil's Reign. In the early 1990s, Lawrence found himself a lieutenant and enforcer for David Duke and quickly worked his way up the chain of command in the Ku Klux Klan. At this time he was also a known associate of Timothy McVeigh, the Oklahoma City bomber. They served in the military together, and McVeigh cited Smith as a pivotal influence of his extremist behavior. Smith was also a very close friend of Randall Weaver, a white separatist. Smith even protested the FBI's harassment of the Weaver family outside of their Ruby Ridge compound. It is also no secret that the White Devil aided Branch Davidian leader David Koresh by providing weapons and security. White Devil was quite critical of how the government and military used unnecessary force during the Waco incident. The latest of the Devil's disciplines is 21-year-old Dylan Roof. Roof noted in an interview that the White Devil's teachings were his inspiration for the Charleston Church Massacre in 2015. Chapter 4: The Devil's Legacy. By the turn of the millennium, the White Devil had settled into his new roles as the leader of the American Nazi Party and Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. He formed the Fourth Reich organization, continuing the philosophies and doctrine of his uncle, claiming to be the rightful heir to the Aryan throne. While the FBI and CIA could never charge him with any federal hate crimes due to lack of evidence. In 2010, the White Devil was sentenced to 12 years in prison for tax evasion. He wrote a book while in prison titled Mein Kampf 2, Kampf Harder. It details his life's work and is considered by many of his followers to be the Bible of white supremacy. Now out of prison and 60 years of age, the White Devil resides in his Fourth Reich compound in an undisclosed location in West Virginia. White Devil declined to be interviewed for this documentary.